Jai Gurudev, the Narmada Ashtakam, a hymn dedicated to the goddess Narmada, venerates the sacred river and its divine qualities. Composed in classical Sanskrit, it expresses devotion and seeks refuge in Narmada Devi, highlighting her purifying and protective parts. Here is a narrative explanation of the hymn. Narmada's playful waves and purifying waters. Imagine the Narmada river flowing gracefully, adorned with sacred water drops. Her waves dance playfully, creating captivating patterns. This sacred river has a divine power. Her waters can transform even those filled with hatred due to their sins. People fear the messenger of death, but Narmada Devi provides a protective refuge, alleviating this fear. In deep reverence, the devotees bows to her lotus feet, seeking her grace and refuge. Narmada's divine touch and cleansing power. In her waters, even the lowliest of fish find divine grace, symbolizing the river's ability to elevate and purify. Narmada Devi lifts the heavy burden of sins in the age of Kali, becoming the foremost pilgrimage site. Her waters offer happiness to a variety of aquatic creatures, creating a heaven of joy. With devotion, the seeker bows to her lotus feet, asking for her protection and grace. Narmada's deep waters and the promise of rest. Narmada's waters are deep and abundant, cleansing the earth of sins. Flowing with a powerful reverberating sound, she shatters the mountains of distress, offering relief from suffering. In the midst of worldly heat, she provides a place of rest and assures fearlessness, just as she offered refuge to Rishi Markandeya, the son of Rishi Mrikandu. The devotee bows to her, seeking her protective embrace. The vanishing of worldly attachments. Upon witnessing Narmada's divine waters, the devotee's worldly attachments begin to dissolve. Her waters, revered by sages like Rishi Markandeya, Rishi Shaunaka, and the Devas, act as a shield against the sorrows of repeated births in the ocean of worldly existence. In gratitude and reverence, the devotee bows to her lotus feet, seeking her refuge. Worship and joy on Narmada's banks. Countless celestial beings, Kinnaras, Amaras, Devas, and even Asuras, worship Narmada Devi. Her auspicious waters and serene banks are filled with the sweet songs of myriad birds. Great sages like Vasishta, Sista, Pippala, and Kardama find joy in her presence. The devotee bows in reverence to her lotus feet, longing for her grace and protection. Narmada, revered by sages and celestial beings, sages like Sanatat Kumara, Nachiketa, and Kashyapa, who seek divine communion, hold Narmada's lotus feet in their hearts. Be like sages such as Narmada also cherish her divine presence. Narmada Devi brings happiness to celestial beings like the sun, moon, Ranti Deva, and Devaraja Indra by ensuring the success of their deeds. The devotee humbly bows, seeking her refuge, cleansing of sins and granting of prosperity. Narmada's waters cleanse innumerable visible and invisible and visible sins, while her banks are beautifully adorned with sarasas, cranes or swans. In her holy presence, she grants both worldly prosperity and liberation to all living beings who seek her shelter. Her divine presence, along with Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, offers a protective shield of blessings. In devotion, the seeker bows to her, seeking refuge, purification, and universal acceptance. Flowing from the matted hair of Shiva, Narmada's waters resonate with the sound of immortality. Her river banks welcome everyone regardless of their background, be they from mountain tribes, charioteers, Brahmins, scholars, or the deceitful, purifying them in the dance of her waters. She vigorously removes sins and the heat of life's miseries, conferring happiness through purification. The devotee bows to her, seeking her refuge. Blessings for devotees of the Narmada Ashtakam. Those who recite this Narmada Ashtakam 3 times a day avoid misfortune and attain the rare privilege of going to Mahesha's abode. Such individuals are freed from the fear of rebirth and the hardships of the mortal world. They are blessed to not witness the fearsome rhythms of suffering again. With deep reverence, the devotee bows to her lotus feet, expressing devotion and seeking her eternal refuge. The Narmada Ashtakam beautifully encapsulates the reverence of the Narmada river, portraying her as a divine force of purification, protection, and blessing. It appeals for the grace of Narmada Devi, invoking her to guide the devotees through their spiritual journey and worldly challenges. Jai Gurudev.